Welcome back, everybody. This is Herbie with my Nomadic Dream, and I'm just working on the bus. So I dropped off the work truck, and now my primary form of transportation is my school bus. I did go to the hardware store today. I got me some sheets of plywood so that I can put it on top of the foam that I got glued down. But first, I got to get all of this crap out of here. I just got to open up the bus. Oh, there's Bob. But I forgot the bus is open. Let's take a look at the inside, see what it looks like. As you can see, I've decided to keep this regular wood so that the hardwood floor will just go on that, because it makes this transition easy. Because I'm going to keep this rubber. But yeah, I literally got everything in the world in this bus to keep everything nice and tight so that the glue can adhere. Well, hey there. You know, it would be nice if one of you guys would be like here live helping me, but I guess that's not possible since I'm filming this. Oh, yeah, this is the color of flooring I'm going to be putting down. This is laminate vinyl. Also comes with this underlayment attached, so it's like 3 things in one. Makes everything super easy. I wasn't kidding about having literally everything in here to hold this down. I got half of the flooring out, so I just got to get that out there. Move all of the stuff. Put the cooler back outside. The jugs, especially the rocks. I don't need those in here. So I'm going to get back to working so I can do more working on the work on the bus. This is the heaviest one. Slide it into the slot. Boom. Now it's just a bunch of odds and ends that I have to move. And I can get in there and start measuring everything. Oh, the floor is by far my least favorite. My knee pads are in storage and my back is on fire. But this is what it looks like. So I got this foam board insulation all down. I do have to tape all of those seams, which I'm going to do once I get all of the rest of the stuff out so that I have a nice clean area to work in. I got all of the floor taped down. I do want to mention that I think I figured out what was causing the bus to rattle, and I have a feeling it was these, because the bolt on that was kind of loose. So the rod going down was loose too, so I had to tighten up that metal. And by jiggling it, seems to have worked. So we'll see if that actually does it, because that is pretty annoying to say the least. Got one more rock. Gotta put that back where I found it, right up against this fence. So now I need to get back inside the bus and start measuring stuff out. But as you can see, everything's nice and taped. I only got 1, 2, 3, 4 seams. The sheets of plywood I'm planning are going to be going just like that. That's the only one that it won't cover the actual seam. but I don't know. Maybe I'll lay the first two like this, and then like that, and then like that again. So yeah, we'll see what happens, because I just got to get this floor put in. Well, at least the wood, because it is meant to rain, not tomorrow, but the following day. Even though right now it is downpouring in Page, but I am not there. Luckily, if I was, I wouldn't be getting nothing done. That's for sure. So these are my 3 pieces that I did. As you see, you know, they're all cookie cuttered. They got little cuts out of them. This one was a little challenging, but it wasn't that bad. So it's basically going to be the same thing, just slightly different on how I did the foam. So I got most of the measurements done. Now I just gotta basically repeat. That's 48, so that's good. This is 5 1/4, 5, let's see, needs to be exact, 5 and a hair over 1/8. Got that measurement. Now I just need to go here. That's 28.5. As you can see, so 28.5, and this one is 27, right on that line. So this was 28.5, and this was 27. Now, I'm sure it's pretty obvious for most of you that once you get all of your measurements written down, you just trace it back onto a piece of wood and cut it out. And then you just lay it down and then fasten it to the ground. So, with that being said, I am going to be fastening the top subfloor to the subfloor that is underneath this foam board. That way everything remains nice and tight, so that when I put the vinyl plank and flooring down, it has something uniform to lay on. I flipped the folding table upside down so it works more like a sawhorse, so I don't have to worry about cutting through the top of it. Pretty smart. Trying to do this without spending a whole lot of money on unnecessary tools that I don't have a use for after I get done with this, because I'm still trying to downsize. Even after a year of living full-time on the road, I'm still trying to learn how to downsize. But I'm gonna make a bunch of lines on this and start cutting. This one is 43. Put a mark right there, marking 43. And move it over. Same thing here, mark 43. Perfect. Now, make a straight line. I got all of my lines drawn up so that everything should just slide into place like it should. That's 27 inches. This is 28.5. Always double check. 27. And this one from that line is 28.5. Boom. So that's usable. Those 3 pieces will have to be cut out, and it's just gonna slide right here. There was some tools that I obviously had to buy, like a jigsaw, circular saw, heat gun, blah, blah, blah. These are the type of tools that I plan on keeping for a while, because they have more uses than just a couple sawhorses that would just take up space and money. So I'm gonna get the blade thrown onto this brand new circular saw and get to cutting. first piece is done. Now I'm gonna just put it inside, test the fit. But I gotta say, that Ryobi power drill cuts through this like butter. I've had electric plug-in saws before, and they were not as good as what that saw did. Plus it's super lightweight. You can run it with one hand. So if you're a nomad with one hand, there you go. First piece is in. Nice and flush. Oh, I got a floor. Got the second piece in. I got one more here, which is going to be a little tricky because I got that and this piece right there. And then the last jigsaw piece will be there. I'm not going to lie, it is getting hot because the sun is going down, and this is always the hottest time of day. But part of me wants to stop. The other part is like, you only got 2 more sheets to go, man. Just trying to do everything in full sheets takes a bit of concentration and focus and planning so that everything comes out nice. But I'm gonna measure the next piece, get that cut and laid into place. All right, guys, I am exhausted, but I got the 3 sheets of plywood in here. As you can see, 3 full sheets in here. This one was a little bit more trickier, but that one I want to do when it's not hot out, because I want to do this in at least 2 pieces, from there to about that line and then that over. And I don't want to be overheated and get headed. At least I'm honest. But yeah, this is going to conclude today's video on almost finishing my subfloor in my bus build. So I'm going to end the video here, but this is a view. There is a storm coming, so I'm going to put this inside of the bus and get my mess cleaned up and take a nice cold shower. So until next time, I hope you guys are having a good day, and later. Bye.